Yo, 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 yo. Welcome to the 317 Sports Project with Penn Pops. I am Penn.
I am Pops.
What the hell is pepper chucking with y'all people out here? It is May 2-3-2023. It's not bad. I like that. It is May 2-3-2023.
Yeah,
I like
rhymed.
that. That's not bad.
What's your favorite kind of cheese?
I don't like cheese.
Oh, that's right. You don't like cheese.
I just had this talk at the gym the other day. We have this talk frequently at the gym. I don't genuinely like cheese. I mean, obviously I'm not an animal, so I like pizza, and I mess with nachos, but habaneros has like the queso as opposed to the like shredded cheese on top of it, and I fuzz with that. But like if I'm gonna have a burger, I'm not getting cheese. I don't really fuck with grilled cheese sandwiches. I don't, charcuterie boards. I don't eat the cheese. I'm not into it.
Okay.
What's your favorite cheese?
I like a lot of cheese.
I know you do. What's your favorite cheese?
Oh man. Either a manchego or campo de montalban.
I literally don't even know what that is.
Yeah.
If that tells you anything about my lack of, intrigue with cheese. I just don't dig it.
Yeah.
Huh.
They're both blends. So it's sheep and cow.
What?
It's a cheese that is...
Where you get that? Trader Joe's? Fresh Time?
Whole Foods.
Yes, exactly. You can't go to Kroger and get that.
They do not have manchego. And if they do, you don't want it. That's not farm to table. That's not farm to table.
Lord have mercy. Anyway, I like kicking it off like that. What's your favorite cheese? What's your favorite cheese, motherfuckers? Tell us what your favorite cheese is.
But hey, if I'm just doing a nice burger, just a pepper jack.
Really?
Pepper jack. I'm a pepper jack guy.
Do you have mad cheeses at the crib right now?
No, because wife doesn't do dairy.
Yeah,
so
all right. So
it'll be like I don't have cheese that often anymore, which is not a bad thing.
Do you miss it?
I love cheese.
Talking about it?
No, I mean, it's not like I'm like, shit, I got on the way home, I'm going to get a brick of cheese or anything like that. I won't be on the car on 315 taking bites out of a brick of cheese or anything like that. I'm not like that. I'm good. I can last. I'm okay. But every now and then I'll be like, I kind of miss because we used to do charcuterie boards for dinner all the time. So I would do cheese slices and stuff. But and she probably misses them more than I do. She was obsessed with cheese.
She can't do it.
No, can't do it anymore.
Can't do it.
Yeah.
May 23rd, 2023, episode 29. This is dropping Friday, May 26th at 10 a.m. And it's going to be a good one. Pops actually hit me up. You good? Got the crust?
Oh, man.
Take your time. Woo-hoo. Pops hit me up on Sunday and said he's excited to record today. So I was like, oh, shit. It's going to be a good one this week.
Yeah.
And you guys are mad lucky. You guys are really, really lucky out there. Why, you ask? Because we are recording today and dropping on Friday. And then we're right back next Tuesday and recording again and dropping that one the following Friday. So you get us...
Those are back-to-backs.
Those are
what those are called, back-to-backs.
That is exactly what that is. So we're coming right back at you next week and dropping episode 30 on June 2nd. But we're shooting it on the 30th. I like that too. So these episodes will probably be a little bit shorter because, number one, there's really not as much sports shit going on that we give a fuck about. No disrespect to all the MMA stuff out there and college women's softball. We respect you women. We just, and the back-to-backs are a lot, so we're going to condense them a little bit. What's wrong? What are you looking at?
Oh, no, I was trying to see if I could do this without my glasses. And I can.
Oh, my Lord. We should do an episode without our glasses.
But
Lord have mercy. I had to get this real big, bro. I have to get this.
Wait, I can't zoom in.
No way. Oh, my Lord Jesus. Could we do this without our glasses?
200%.
No way. My eyes hurt even trying it. Y'all know I was born cross-eyed and blind. There is absolutely no way. You really about to try this?
We'll see what happens.
I wish you guys could see his screen right now to see how big his fucking words are. It's like 6 words across the screen per line.
It'll take a lot longer to scroll down.
It is unbelievable what he's got going on over here. So back-to-backs are a lot, so we're going to condense them. Mic checks. What's good with you, bro? What's poppin'? Pinnacle?
I did my first post with Pinnacle Professional Coaching. It's so big.
That's what she said.
Yeah, I did my first post with Pinnacle Professional Coaching. Please share it. Please like it.
He's crushing it.
It was a very good post. I'm very proud of that post.
It's true.
I'm going to talk to Penn here maybe for season 3 that we have 2 sponsors, not just one.
I love everything about it. Say less.
So yeah, it's that's going very, very well. I've already put on like my calendar the day that I'm gonna like record my posts and my social media for it. So I kind of hold myself accountable doing that.
None of that.
Because if I don't, I won't. So I know myself, so I got to do that. So if I'm gonna get that business up and running, I got to be present. So here I am unwrapping the presents.
Ooh, not mad at none of that. I'm all gravy train as well. Congratulations to you, POPS. I'm all gravy train. Great news for Clean Kicks. We're celebrating our 3-year anniversary coming up on June 5th. We are about to do our biggest number for 1 month, and we just got a shipment of 11 pairs of shoes sent from Seattle, Washington.
That's awesome. Which
is absolutely crazy to me. That is our farthest place that anybody has ever sent us shoes. He is a reseller. So he wants them cleaned up and dope, and he's like, I got so many pairs of kicks, get these done, and we'll just keep shipping them because he can't find a partnership anywhere. So he sent them to freaking Columbus, Ohio.
Nice.
So that's what we got going on. We're continuing to grow. Thank you to all of you
just
out there.
Small business owners out here doing
Feel
stuff.
me?
That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. Yeah.
Just out here.
Just black people doing stuff. That's what we're doing.
He is not lying. He is not lying. Show summary. What we got, bro?
Around the World, Colts Draft Edition.
Nope, that's not true. Nope.
Why did we not delete that?
We didn't delete that.
I was like, wait, did you
hear my hesitancy in my voice? I was like, wait, maybe I didn't zoom in more.
Hold on.
Around the World. I don't have a title for that. I'm not even going to make one up. That was really weird. It's like, man, my settings are wrong. Around the World, we got NBA update. We got a What's Poppin' with Pops. I'm going to talk about Ja Morant tripping. WNBA news. Brittney Griner is back. Las Vegas Ace is looking unbeatable. Just my opinion. He's going to be talking about coaching carousel, and then I'm going to be talking about the PGA Championship.
This so much.
And of course, we'll always have Indiana Naptown news.
I love this so much. Yeah. I can't even handle what is going on tonight. All right, shout out. You didn't even know I was going to do this. Shout outs to POPS. The homie got his company up and running.
I'm gonna put my glasses back on.
I see you out here on the Peloton. He's out here riding the bike. He's taking pictures and posting them on his stories and on his socials to hold himself accountable and to hold us accountable. I am so proud of this fool. He rode, 9 miles today, I think you said?
I did.
Homie rode 9 miles today. But yo, he's been talking about Pinnacle and life coaching, and to see this dude actually follow that through and be doing it, man, couldn't be prouder.
I got a lot of wisdom, guys. You should utilize it.
He ain't lying. And also, shout outs to the team. Heidi, Gigi, JJ, Indy, Joey, and the rest of the squad. We're all planning to get together October 28th and 29th for the Saints game. Heidi hit me up. Joey hit me up. They all got their tickets. They're all going to be in the building. This could be a weekend to remember. Hopefully we'll see Craig and Chapman, Jenny Chapman, Chappie, G Turner, the homie Mike, J Mez, and the rest of the squad. Gigi's already trying to book something. I think she posted something on Twitter. Maybe she sent it to the squad in a message. I can't remember, but there's a venue she's trying to get booked, so let's get that. And Pops, you've been requested. So hopefully we can get that popping off. Go there Saturday, October 28th, and stay for the Saints game October 29th. I think I'm going to try to talk them into that. We'll try to get that done.
The other thing that we'll need to look at is because that'd be right around when the Pacers also start. So I
dare you to say that we could go to a game on Saturday and Sunday.
That schedule hasn't been released yet, but that would be usually around the first week that the Pacers start because it's Halloween weekend. So that's usually that.
Don't you even. Don't you even. That's his way of saying he's kind of almost in, y'all. That's what he's saying. We'll get him there. We got 5 months. We'll get him there.
I fuck with Halloween too, so that's my favorite thing in the world. So I'm real into spooky shit. I was watching ghost stories today while I was at home off
getting
work.
Weird in Naptown.
I love Halloween.
Oh my Lord,
weekend.
Getting weird in Naptown. Can't be mad at that one bit. Take a quick break and knock out around the world.
Yeah,
that's what's up, yo. We're kicking ass right now. We're the vibe. We're flowing. We will be right back with the 317 Sports Project. After this, y'all, I'm gonna hit my vape pen. Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
we're happy and we're singing and we're colored. Give me a high five.
We are back with the 317 Sports Project with Penn Pops, and we just kicked that intro's ass. So now we're going to get into our second segment, which is Around the World.
Yeah.
Let's go. From the corner, bro. NBA update. Eastern Western Conference Finals. I don't even know where to start. I flat out said, what the fuzz is going on, Pops? Sweep cities out here. Heat is up 3-0. The Lakers literally just got closed out last night. I didn't even fill in the rest of this because I wanted to see what they were going to do. LeBron came out and put on a show in the first half. I was like, wow. We'll talk about the Western Conference in a minute. But without Oladipo and without Hero, the Miami Heat are absolutely beating the shit out of the Boston Celtics.
This is the example
Give it to me. I know exactly what you're going to say.
Culture.
Yes, sir.
That
and coaching.
everybody should strive for
and
with
the
their NBA
congregation said amen.
franchise.
Amen.
This is an 8th seed.
Thank you.
That they're going to go in as an underdog against the Nuggets, and as they should. The Nuggets are really legit.
They squeaked in.
And it's like I still want to lead towards Miami just because they have the best chemistry in the league, period.
It's not even close.
Not even close.
Like, I have never, maybe I can't say never.
Can you imagine if Jimmy Butler would have stayed in the 76ers and they bought in to his style?
Yeah, you got to be a rider to play with. You got to be a rider to play with Jimmy Butler. You got to really be a dog to play with Jimmy Butler.
Like, we're here to play.
Like we're
here to play.
Whatever it takes.
Put your phones down. Pay attention to the coach. Like we're at practice. Like we're gonna play.
We're talking about practice.
We're talking about practice.
Talking about practice.
So it's like if they would have bought into that and not gotten rid of him, that would have been very interesting. I think we would have talked about a different 76ers
Pops, they kept Tobias Harris instead of him.
Correct, and he did nothing in the playoffs.
Tobias Harris they kept instead of him.
No show. Can't play defense, and he didn't really do much offensively.
They kept Tobias Harris.
So yeah, best coaching staff. Shout out to CQ, who's out there interviewing with some head coaching jobs right now with all the vacancies, which we'll talk about. But
I mean, this is the absolute epitome of players starring in their roles, my G.
They've got
like
was it 4 undrafted guys out here actually contributing with Duncan Robinson,
Vincent,
Strus, Gabe Vincent, Max Strauss, Strus, whatever his name is, and I forget the other one. It's 4 of them out here logging minutes. And shout out to Duncan Robinson, who fell out of the rotation.
He sure did.
Was like
he sure did.
He looked like the worst contract in the world, and has come out like, I'm going to stay ready. When they need me, I'll come out and I'm going to knock out some threes.
And he's doing just that.
Good God. And now, on-ball defense, no. But team defense, he's playing passing lanes and rotating.
And he's tall and long, like for sure. You're not wrong.
Like
he's not wrong.
You can beat him off the dribble.
Because he's slow.
If you're buying in to the team defense aspect,
for sure,
he looks even good on that side.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
You're not wrong. Are they...
And Tyler Hero could come back for the finals.
Are they that good, or is Boston that bad?
Boston is in the opposite direction as far as when it comes to culture. We have seen
Serge's fault? Not Serge's. What was their head coach's name before?
Udoka.
Is that Udoka? Is that Ime's fault?
That was the start. Because I mean, if he's here and all that stuff doesn't happen, I don't think you're talking about that. I think you're literally
Whitney Adele.
Clicking.
Whitney Adele, go lay down.
Go lay down.
Go lay down.
Excuse us.
That's why I be locking you up.
I think you're seeing a breakdown of culture that I forget even what's his name. What is the coach's name?
Joe Mazzulla.
Sure.
Joe Mazzulla, right? Joe.
No head coaching experience before they ended up signing him after he was the interim.
They threw him to the fire.
He even said, "I've lost the locker room," which when you have a head coach saying that out loud,
damn, he said that out loud.
That's not a good thing. That means absolutely it's true. If even the head coach is saying, "I'm pretty sure I lost the locker room," that's not a good thing.
The locker room is lost.
They were a team they no longer could hold leads. this is probably on paper one of the most talented teams, especially defensively, and they'll play for only a half, maybe a quarter here and there, and they'll roll over and let somebody pat their belly.
Spo and CQ are out here putting on a clinic, bro. They're out here putting on a clinic. Western Conference, the Denver Nuggets may genuinely go out here and win the whole freaking thing.
They're
the most complete team by
They're the
far.
most complete team.
Great coaching, great leaders, great role players.
Their length is what's so hard to figure out. They have a
they can switch everywhere.
Exactly.
Everywhere.
KCP looks amazing.
Balling.
You have Jamal Murray.
Aaron Gordon's hitting 3-pointers.
Aaron Gordon, who, I mean, obviously he's been known for his dunking, but now like his jump shot, which is just
He's the new Blake Griffin.
Exactly. Which means he'll have a short window because Blake can't do nothing no more. He ain't got no knees.
He's a new Blake Griffin.
And what's his Michael Porter Jr.? He's what, 6'9"?
Straight up.
And probably the best shooter on their team?
Easy.
Like
when he's confident.
He's
streaky. But Bruce, they got the Bruce, not Bruce Bowen. Who's the other dude they got on their squad? Brown. Bruce, like they got some dogs.
They got a nice rotation. I mean,
sure.
the thing about this, you've got
Jeff Green out here dunking on people.
You got Uncle Jeff out here. You have Reggie Jackson, who's not even really in the rotation, and he's there just in case. And he's been a starting point guard in the league.
You're not wrong.
Was 6 man at one point. Reggie Jackson's just out there in case you need something.
A baller.
Like they have a good rotation.
They got DeAndre Jordan.
Most of the teams don't have the size. That's what Miami's going to struggle with, is they don't have the size to really go against Denver. They have nothing for Jokic. But what you're going to see is exactly what you should see in a strategy with Spoelstra and going, we got to get Jokic into foul trouble. That is the only way to slow him down, is to get him foul trouble. You have Jimmy Butler, who likes to get to the free throw line. You have all of the Bam, who likes to get to the free throw line. That is the way that you're going to beat Denver.
Snarf. We're going to end up with the Heat versus the Nuggets. How bad will the ratings be?
It won't be great. I think people will like it because it's somebody new, but you'll have people in Denver that will watch it, and you'll have people in Miami that will watch it.
My G.
The other part about that is that our bet is now lost.
Oh, it's lost. It's 100% lost.
That's lost.
Thanks, Los Angeles. LeBron with the cryptic message about playing next year you put in here late.
Yeah,
I like this question. This is actually a very good question I saw.
Yeah.
Did you come up with this?
I did.
It's not bad, bro.
He did have a thing. I think
tired.
This year he felt it more than he ever has when it comes to his age. You saw him in the last 2 series really kind of go, after he sprained his ankle and rolled his ankle. I don't think his ankle was actually right through this series at all. He just bit his lip and just sucked it up for this one and went out there and scored 31 in the first half this last game and said, let me just go make sure everybody still knows what I'm capable of.
Unhealthy.
This was the most passive I've seen him in the other 3 games, though. It was the most passive I've actually seen him with this much on the line. And he didn't look like he could do it with some of those. The previous game, he was missing dunks and turnovers. Passing wasn't as great. He looked exhausted. His body's breaking down. So he said, I really have to evaluate what my future is with the NBA. Now, I put in here a possibility.
This is interesting.
Could he?
And I don't really agree with half the shit that he just said, by the way. I just want to put that out there. I don't agree. I think LeBron is.
But if your goal is now, you want to play with your son, he's going to go to USC just a couple miles down the road from where you're at.
They're going to be training together and shit.
Do you take a year off? Let your body really heal up, and you want to play with your son, you got to be able to choose where that's going to be, because it's going to be a team that has no record. You can't just go choose that if you're going to stay under contract. So you've got 1 year left after this. Do you just go, I'm going to take this year off? And then when he gets drafted, you go, hey guys, I'm going to come onto that team, by the way, so you can do exactly what you want to do and play with your son? Just a thought.
It's not horrible. I'm gonna let you guys ponder on that. From the wing, what's poppin' with Pops?
Ja Morant.
The Ja Morant saga. Go ahead, bro.
So as we all have seen, Ja Morant again showed his gun. We had a nice segment on the last time that we did this and talked about him not being a true gangster at all. You're still around people, and again, it wasn't his Instagram live, not giving him any kind of discredit there, but it was his friend's live. You're still choosing to show your gun on there. I don't understand it.
It's your turn. Go ahead.
It makes me just completely go, oh yeah, I already knew that interview with Jalen Rose was so fake and scripted in this.
That ain't nothing but a word right there, bro.
Now we know that it absolutely was. You did know therapy. You did know, because the one thing about therapy and mental health stuff, if that's what that is.
Oh, wow. He's about to go in.
You can't fix that in 2 sessions. You can't. It's an ongoing thing. If it took you that long to learn those traits, it's going to take longer to unlearn those traits.
Ooh-wee.
So if that's what you want to choose to get better and not be that way, go get your help, man. And it's fine. I do it. like go get help. I put in, what do you have anything to say before I go to the next?
No, you're killing it. You just killing it.
I put in here, I talked about JJ Redick's response to it. Did you see all that? JJ Redick basically went on the tangent, because, and a lot of people are saying it, Tennessee or Memphis laws, blah, blah, blah. No, yeah, Tennessee.
What he's doing is legal in Tennessee.
It's all legal, right? It's completely legal. And so JJ Redick, some of his stuff was taken out of context. Basically was like, why are we even looking to punish him if we have people out here creating gun laws where there's mass shootings, all this kind of stuff, like he's in a place where to do it. He was almost being sarcastic and making fun of the higher ups that are making the gun laws, but still sounding like, why are you going to punish him if it's not illegal? So it was kind of two-sided there. People are kind of just stripping that one part out and going, JJ, you're stupid, blah, 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 blah. I kind of got the tone of what he was saying a little bit there.
Snarf. Gotcha.
And going like...
You didn't really take it in context.
No.
You knew it was hyperbole to some capacity.
Correct. Yeah. I mean, but still making the point of like, how long can you suspend him when he hasn't broken a law? Completely agree. Now, you are a public figure and you're working for a company that has rules and regulations against that. That's the reason.
That's what I was going to say.
I've got my license as a banker. I can do so many things online, other jobs, or I lose my job. I work for a company that doesn't allow me to do certain things. That is my choice.
Fair.
His choice is to work for a company that is saying, we don't want you to do this.
You're not breaking a Tennessee law. You're breaking an NBA rule.
Exactly.
Is that it?
That's really all I got.
Fucking crushed it.
Cool.
Top of the key, WNBA news. Ja, get your shit together, bro. Top of the key, WNBA.
Oh, and it was a dumb apology. I forgot to write that. The thing that he posted out there and said, I'm continuing to learn better and be better and blah, 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 blah. His post. And that's why I didn't do a what's popping with Pops, because I was waiting for him to actually respond. He finally did. It was the dumbest thing I've ever read. So that's all I got to say.
Top of the key, WNBA news. It's only right, man. We're fans of the women's game. The season just kicked off, so let's freaking talk about it. First and foremost, welcome back. Can we get a clap right here? Welcome back, Brittney Griner. Welcome back, dude. Welcome back. We are so proud of you are
Really
back.
just cuts off there.
Like very, very, very much.
Like it's like stop.
Straight up. Like we didn't care no more. We went from being all excited to like Kanye
on.
West type shit. He kind of be smiling. He'd be like, Kanye was crazy.
Like someone just turned off.
Straight up. 18.6 rebounds, 4 blocks in the debut. Welcome back, Boo Boo. We missed you. Proud that you're home. The WNBA, this is the second point. The WNBA needs more teams and more sponsorship money. How many WNBA teams are there? Do you know?
Not a lot.
How many?
15, if that. How many?
12.
I was going to say it was in between 10 and 15.
There are 6 in the East and 6 in the West.
That's what I thought.
That is horrible.
Right. Hence why so many people get released.
This is exactly where we are going with this.
Yeah.
Way too many phenomenal players are being waived. That's literally the very next point.
Oh, nice.
Way too many phenomenal players are being waived. Click on this link, bro. This is 12 WNBA teams. If y'all don't get y'all shit together, like start straight up. I'm talking like number 1 top draft pick, Charlie Collier from 2 years ago. The top pick in the WNBA draft 2 years ago got released. Like what? Like Destiny Henderson. We're talking about South Carolina, who just won a championship with Aaliyah Boston 3 seasons ago, was going to come in here, show her the ropes in Indiana, and because she's not getting any playing time, she's averaging 5.5 points, and they cut her.
Yeah.
Like this is unbelievable. Players who they literally just drafted this year are getting cut.
Yeah.
LaDazia Williams, they just drafted her. Like, what in the hell is going on? So like, this genuinely about Taylor Mikesell, like that's the girl from Ohio State who I like so much, right? Like, how are you drafting these players this season, making their dreams all come true, having them all be excited, and then just like waiving them? You know why? Because there's not enough money, not enough sponsorship, not enough shit going on in the WNBA, not enough teams, and it is annoying. It's so bad. Oh, it drives me crazy. You got anything on that?
No, nope.
Sorry, I didn't mean to go on a tangent, but it really pisses me off, man. It's like 12 teams. What the fuzz?
No G League, no nothing like that. So it's not like they can go, oh, we'll do 2-way players. Oh, they can go play in the...
They're going overseas.
Yeah. Exactly. That's it.
They're going overseas.
Yep.
Breanna Stewart gave the Indiana Fever 45 points in her season over with the New York Liberty. It was against our squad, but she did bust for 45 3/4. The Las Vegas Aces are a literal super duper team.
Yeah.
Their starting 5 is Kelsey Plum, Chelsea Gray, I feel you on that, Candace Parker, Asia Wilson, and Jackie Young. Like, David Stern would have vetoed this squad.
Yeah, he would have stepped in on that one.
Like,
yeah.
No.
He would have Chris Paul'd the hell out of it.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Last but not least, I just got to ask, you have a WNBA crush?
Candace Parker is probably my WNBA crush. And why? Can I tell you why? I'm not even asking. I'm going to just say it. Candace Parker is mine because that was the very first, I'm going to call her a celebrity sports person, that we went back and forth on Twitter once, and we were just doing quotes of Coming to America back and forth.
I remember you telling me.
That was one of the coolest moments for me. It was the bark of it like a dog scene, and we literally banter. I was the Eddie Murphy, and she would we went back and forth for a good 20 minutes where we were responding to each other and doing Coming to America tweets. I was like, okay, that girl's cool as fuck.
No doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt. Mine is definitely Kelsey Plum. It's not, I'm not even going to explain why.
No, you don't have to. You don't have to. You don't have to.
Let's just keep it moving.
Yeah.
Just my opinion. The NBA coaching carousel, wing shot. Nick Nurse just got fired. Won a championship in 2019 with the Toronto Raptors. He went 227 and 163, and he did miss the playoffs the last three years. Budenholzer just got fired this month. Won the championship 2 years ago.
Yep.
Went 263 and 119 with Milwaukee. Won the conference every year. Won 50 games all but 1 year. 2019 Coach of the Year. 2021 NBA champion. Monty Williams just got fired. 2021 NBA Finals. He went 194 and 115 as their coach. 4 seasons with the Suns, and was the 2022 Coach of the Year, mind you. Okay. Doc Rivers just got fired. 3 seasons with Philly. Went 153 and 82. And the shit that he went through over the last 3 years with the Ben Simmonses and all the people who came in, all the people who left, it has been an absolute disaster shit show there. Can we agree on that? Mm-hmm. Okay. And then lastly, I got Joe Mazzulla in here, and Boston's coach. Obviously, they threw him to the fire. Will he get fired if they get swept? What in the absolute fuzz is going on in the NBA with these coaching carousels? I wanted to do it just my opinion last week, but there was no way in the world I could do this shit in a minute. And I also wanted to include Pops on this. There's a few of these people in here who I can somewhat understand why they've been fired, but there are 3 or 4 people in here who I have absolutely no idea why the fuck they got fired or who they think they're about to go get this better. What do you think?
Yeah, I'll say this. I'm going to start with Budenholzer. That was
His nigga said Budenholzer.
Budenholzer, Bodhauser. Let's think about this. That one for a little while. That one doesn't surprise me, and you'll follow me on this one.
Go.
The year he ended up winning the championship 2 years ago.
Okay.
Everyone was saying he was on the hot seat depending on how far he was going to go in the playoffs because they kept getting eliminated too quickly in the playoffs. They were regular season happy, but then would not do well in the playoffs. So he then won a championship and ran it, which everyone came out and said, well, he just saved his job. Obviously, you won the championship. You can't fire him the next season. The next 2, you then make it to Eastern Conference Finals, right?
Yeah.
But then get eliminated the first round. And I think that was one of those things where they were like, all right, with where the East is going and kind of fluctuating in power, there it started kind of going back towards what was going on prior to that championship.
Even though Giannis was hurt so bad.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
That's just the brass ding into the brass. Do I agree with the firing or not? Not necessarily.
Okay.
I just know that he had been on the hot seat, and the only reason he didn't get fired right then is because that's the year he ended up winning the championship, so it gave him a little Band-Aid over the next couple years.
What about Nick Nurse? Was it time?
Yeah, I think it was just time.
Monty Williams?
Monty Williams, they kind of chose...
That's new ownership.
New ownership, and they kind of chose DeAndre Ayton over Monty Williams because that was the big last season. They didn't talk in the offseason, and they he didn't really buy into his play style, so he started losing playing time, which kind of makes sense because he had a horrible playoffs. But
Jokic gave him the business.
So that was a
horrible decision. DA is not it.
Yeah, that was that one. I don't think that he's gonna go get another head coaching job pretty quickly.
100%.
Doc Rivers.
Bro, he had a shit show over there in Philly the last 3 years. There was no way he could have really created a culture with what the hell he had going on the last 3 years. He did not stand the chance.
Yeah, and there's some behind the scenes rumors that it had James Harden was the biggest advocate for him to get fired, but at the same time too, the other big rumor with James Harden is that he's going to go back to Houston in this offseason. And he wants to go, in which he already said, I'd love to finish my career back in Houston. Where
so
he
you
really
get Doc fired and then you leave.
And then you're going to leave, and then it's like, oh, maybe
he is tumultuous everywhere.
Everywhere.
So
I get it, but don't get that one at all. Doc, they should have just kept Doc because kind of like when we were going, well, Michigan fired Jim Harbaugh, and you kept going, and I kept saying, well, who would they go get?
Exactly.
like Phil, yeah, you want to fire Doc, but who you gonna get that'll be better?
Who's gonna make Joel Embiid the MVP? I don't know if you guys know that he won the MVP.
Yeah.
So the hell is going on in Philadelphia?
And Joe Mazzulla.
What you think about this dude?
Joe Mazzulla is just too new at this.
Is Ime the coach at Brooklyn? Who's the they kept whatchamacallit?
Yeah, he's
Jacques Vaughn.
They kept Jacques Vaughn.
Yeah, they did.
Then they
good hire.
Who was it that was it the Toronto job that they've linked Ime Udoka to? I think it's the Toronto job.
Okay, yeah, go to Canada.
That's fine. You cheated on Nia Long.
You cheated on Nia Long. Go to Canada. Yeah. You cheated on Nia Long.
Bird. I love Bird. Come on now.
You cheat on Nia Long.
Oh my gosh, that soul food scene. Woo.
Jesus.
Yeah. So he's made a lot of mistakes this year, and it feels a little bit like what's our dude that coached the Pacers that I can't say his name?
Bjorgen.
That made a lot of mistakes as a first.
Nate Bjorgen.
Yeah.
Bjorgen. Born again.
Born again. He ain't born again. I don't even know what.
Born again.
Yeah. People complain that he didn't know how to take timeouts late to stop momentum.
He did.
He's come out and said publicly, I think I've lost the locker room.
Yes.
This is his first head coaching gig. This is it. So I don't think he was ready. I think he can be a very good head coach, but you just took over a team that really everyone thought that should go to the finals this year and possibly win it all. He's not ready for that type of job yet. Maybe we can get him to the
Hawks?
Atlanta.
How did you know? How did you know? How did you know? That is unbelievable. There are 32 freaking NBA teams. There are 30 freaking NBA teams. And not only did we say the same ones, but he said Atlanta, or I said Atlanta, and he said the Hawks. That is crazy.
Yeah.
Because that's exactly what I thought. He needs to go. Him and Trae Young should hang out. You know what I'm saying?
It's not a bad team.
No.
But,
you
can help rebuild it and get a little bit better.
For sure.
You're not ready to take over a powerhouse and get them to buy into you.
Is Doc Rivers Boston? What if Doc went back to Boston?
I thought about that. I saw someone tweeted that and said...
Did they?
Yeah, someone tweeted that I follow, and it was basically I know somebody that could come back, and it was just a picture of Doc, would he reunite with Boston and help take them over the edge?
You know why that would be dope? Because if he did that, then KG and Paul Pierce and all them fools would come back.
Correct.
And they would do it right.
Mentor and this and be around them.
They would do that right. I
Yeah.
think Big Baby would get skinny again.
He's
Big Baby. Corner shot, bro. I'm excited for this corner shot. PJ Tucker, yo, go.
I'm going to keep this short and sweet.
This is hilarious.
PJ Championship, Brooks Koepka won his 5th major. I don't like him. I don't like that guy. He's a D-bag. He's a douche.
So for people who know nothing about golf, why is he a douche? Why is he a douche?
So, I remember the first time...
I read these notes, it was what in the fuck is this?
I remember the first time he won his first major, and he was walking to the clubhouse to report his scorecard. And he was walking with his then fiance, now wife, who they're expecting their first kid. Congrats. And he didn't mean it. And the wife was all excited and tried to grab his hand, and he took his hand away and said, "Not while we're on camera." And I was like, what an asshole.
Oh.
I was like, what an asshole.
First impressions matter.
I'm sorry. Everybody else celebrates with their family
It's true.
when they win their first major. He was straight faced, didn't even look like he was excited to do it, buy into that oh my God, my first, we want to see you be human, not an asshole.
Wow.
That's why I don't like Brooks Koepka. So, when my father and I, which is why I love golf so much, whenever we see him in the leaderboard, we wish on Sunday, because what he's usually known for is he leads and then he just falls apart and then starts shaking it into the rough and everything like that, which he actually started to do in the championship. He just held on because the other guys were 2 shots back. We actually text back and forth, what's he going to do to fail? We want to see him lose so badly because we cannot stand him. Him or Bryson DeChambeau, which your name might as well just be douchebag with the last name DeChambeau. Don't like either one of them. Brooks Koepka. DeChambeau. Can't stand him. Now, 3rd fastest to get to 5 majors in history. Congrats.
So what?
Great.
You don't care about that or your baby, apparently.
No, we don't. Rory, the normal names are up there in the leaderboard. You have Scotty Scheffler up there.
Rory really can't win, huh? Rory
has a mental block when it comes. He's my favorite golfer now.
Is he the new P. Mickey?
Kind of.
Feel me?
When it hits to majors, any other tournament,
yeah,
he wins. He's usually first, second, third, top 5. Excuse me. He falls apart in the majors where he'll have really slow starts, and then you'll see him start to catch fire in the last.
He's like
one.
P. Mickey backwards.
It's really weird. It's really, really weird.
Are you gonna let him meet Mario?
Yeah.
You got a day already?
I'll probably go on, what is the day? Saturday. of the Memorial Tournament.
So Brianna is supposed to come in town next weekend. Shouts to Boogie. She wants to come down solo dolo. And we are trying to find tickets. I'm sure that I know enough people, but I think we're going to pull up on Saturday.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going with Jordan on Saturday.
Because Brittney is bartending 4 days.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about
She's
that.
bartending 4 days.
So yeah,
we're going to pull up
on
Saturday.
For sure.
That's
Yeah. So yeah, definitely going to the tournament. So yeah, Rory, I was really pulling for him. I had him on my little bet FanDuel stuff. Didn't come through. It's okay. And then I'll just mention this. Tiger, obviously not playing. He's recovering from yet another surgery. They've already said that he's not going to play in the U.S. Open either, which is the major right after the Memorial. So we won't see him in the Memorial Tournament. We won't see him in the U.S. Open.
Does he come to town?
Probably not.
No.
Probably not. No, he's probably
hanging out with DuChambeau.
No, he can't stand him either. That was the other thing too. I remember when he came out with when Koepka started winning those majors, Tiger reached out to him, and this became publicized and said like, "Hey, I'd love to work with you and like train with you." And his response was, "Why would I? I'm the one. I'm winning right now." And it was like just like this really horrible, and like said it publicly. And I'm like, what an asshole! You have probably the best golfer ever to play, saying, "Hey, you want to go hit some balls together?"
Brooks? Like I don't know anything about you, but I trust this guy to my right. You sound like a real asshole. From those two
he just
stories.
looks like an asshole. And then you went over to the LIV Tour instead of staying with PGA, and then you can just come back and play a couple majors that aren't PGA sponsored, which you have 3 majors that you can play. So you don't even play on the PGA anymore. You're just a LIV Tour guy that comes back and plays on these.
On that note, we're going to take a break.
Yep.
Because that is around the world. We'll be right.
Go fuck yourself, Brooks Koepka.
We'll be right back with the 317 Sports Project. We clowning, y'all.
We're brothers, we're happy and we're singing and we're colored. Give me a high five.
Welcome back to the 317 Sports Project, presented by Clean Kicks, Columbus, Ohio's #1 premium sneaker treatment shoe cleaning service. We out here cleaning kicks, we painting kicks, we doing ISO restorations and a bunch of other services. Premium sneaker treatment for premium sneakerheads. Do yourselves a favor and give us a follow over at cleankicks.614 on Instagram. And soon we will be adding Pinnacle Pro Coaching to our sponsorships.
Yes, we will.
Hashtag can't wait
Yep.
for season 3. We got some dope shit planned. Naptown Nudes. Indianapolis Colts, Indiana Pacers, and Indiana Fever. What's going down, Pops?
Yeah, so kind of talk about news out of rookie camp. They got together, played a little bit. NFL did all the rookie introductions and everything. A lot of talk is that Anthony Richardson's a little further than what the staff would thought. Obviously he's still raw, but
What if they really went out there and got us one? What if they really did?
I do think they got us one.
What if they really did?
I have one fear, and my fear is that we'll see these reports and we'll get way too excited and think that he's going to be the best thing ever, and all of a sudden you'll get mad when he makes some mistakes and stuff like that. Know that he's still a hi. No. Hello.
So this is just my beautiful woman and my brother being them.
Yeah.
This is what happens when they're around each other. Yep, this is what they do.
Yeah.
This is just let it be. This is them. They love each other a great deal.
Yes.
And it's adorable.
So
It's adorable.
I have this fear that we'll all get way too excited when we hear stuff like this and lose the realistic thing on going, he's still a rookie. We all knew that he was raw. And then
We're not going 13-4.
Right. Please, there's no Super Bowl this year. Don't do that to yourselves.
Oh, that's beautiful.
But
that's beautiful.
Hey, does that mean maybe he starts right away? Yeah.
Ooh.
Sure.
These season tickets just got a little bit more exciting.
Maybe he starts right away. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they still gave Gardner Minshew some just time and they split some time here and there at the beginning of the season, and AR comes back. Right. Comes back maybe the first, second game, whatever. But you're going to see him a lot his rookie season because I think we got a good human on the team and a leader in the thing.
Fair.
I put in here, Mama taught him right.
That matters right there.
Mama taught him right. And I'll say this, there was a report that came out in NFL's rookie orientation dinner. Anthony stayed behind to help clean up tables. When he was told he was free to go, you don't need to do this, he responded, we left this room in an unacceptable condition and it's not right for us to expect the staff to clean it up. That's,
Can we clap it up for that?
I mean, like, right?
Can we clap it up?
Nope, that's the wrong one.
That's a big deal.
That's huge.
That's a big deal. That's beautiful.
He's got his head on straight. That is somebody that you can already tell that will lead by example on your roster, and that is huge.
I just wanted to say that you read that very well.
Thank you.
Like, that was very articulate. Like,
yeah,
that was fire.
Yeah, there were some big words in there. I was nervous. I was nervous.
I went back and read that. Like, that was like you did that damn thing.
Yeah.
Indiana Pacers.
Draft lottery happened. Stayed at the 7th pick. There are some people that were disappointed about that. I think we're all a little disappointed in that. But statistically
speaking, is this
speaking,
draft going to suck ass?
No. Draft will be fine.
Okay.
Stayed at the 7th pick. Kevin, what's his name?
Skurbanski.
No, our GM, Kevin
Pritchard.
Pritchard came out and said
I'm very happy that I'm learning these people's names, by the way, for sure.
Kevin came out and said that we were one number away from getting the drawing of the first pick of the draft.
Why you gotta tell people that, KP?
Four of the 5 numbers we actually had, we were really close to going up to that top spot.
Come on, Pacers, Kev.
So we stay at the 7th pick, and it's going to be interesting to see what we do. A lot of mock drafts have us drafting. I'll kind of talk about it, actually. I've seen a few. Cam Whitmore's one, forward out of Villanova, 6'7",
nice.
232, 19. Great athletic, small forward type guy there. Some of us have us drafting Jarris Walker out of Houston, 6'8", 240. A lot of people compare him to a even more athletic Draymond Green. So he's that power forward, but he shoots better. He actually shoots about a 35% from 3, 36% from 3, something like that.
One of the interesting things, and I will say this, if someone's going to compare someone to Draymond Green, I need to know what their mind is like, because Draymond Green is probably a top 5 to 7 basketball mind.
Correct.
In the NBA.
Correct.
He's a freaking genius, and I don't think people give him enough credit.
Yeah. I mean, he's also crazy, but yeah.
He's a basketball genius.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Jarris Walker is probably one of my favorites out there. I loved watching him at Houston. Defensive versatility. This is a 6'8" guy that has a 7'2" wingspan.
For sure.
Disruptive defensive player. His jump shot's getting better. Can get to the rim. So spot up threes. He would be really great down there with Miles. I actually like that if we stay at this 7th pick.
All true.
There's some other ones out there I'm not really talking about because I just don't know what we're going to do. What I want to see, and I'll get into this further as it gets closer, even maybe next episode as we get closer to the draft. So right now we have 5 draft picks. We have the 7th pick, the 26th pick, the 29th pick. All of those are first round, obviously. Then we have 32nd pick and 55th pick in the second round. I would be very surprised if we don't trade some of these picks. Very rarely do you see an NBA team with
5 people?
5 people, and they just go, we're going to stay at all these positions and just draft who we get.
This is not the NFL draft.
I wouldn't be surprised if you see these packages happen of maybe the 26th and the 29th pick, and we go get
the 19th pick, the 18th pick.
Or you go get OG Anunoby because they're asking for 2 first picks. You go get that veteran guy that's established because of what we need.
He's in Toronto, right?
He's in Toronto. OG, and he played at Indiana. That's who I want. And he wants to play. Everyone has seen the videos of him talking to Halliburton, all whispered and said, like, please have them come get me.
No doubt.
He wants out of Toronto very badly.
I want to come to home.
Yes. He'd be my top guy that I'd say he has 2 more years left on his contract. Actually, no, 1 year. He's 1 year, 18 years, 18 million. So you'd have to re-sign him. But I could see them doing that. So don't get used to these spots. I highly doubt they'll get rid of the 7th pick. I also have seen a lot of people talk because all of a sudden this person has been giving all kinds of love to his former team. A PG reunion. It ain't gonna happen, y'all.
Please don't do that.
So many people. Because
Andrew Luck or PG are not coming back to Indiana. He's
a free agent after this year. He'll have one more year, and then next summer he's a free agent. I don't see him coming back to Indiana, especially because it's not like we're not going to make moves this year to try to get better, which would interfere with what we could do next year. Now, if PG came out and said, I want to finish my career in Indiana, it ain't going to happen first and foremost because he's from California.
He is home.
He is home. If he said that, obviously, would the Pacers go, oh, yeah, we'll give up OG Anunoby for blah, 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 blah.
Would PG change to the orange and purple?
I can see it solely because I think we're seeing the downfall of the Clippers, right?
That's exactly why I asked that.
If Kawhi and stuff stayed healthy, no, you'd see him stay. But I think the fact
that LeBron made a call and said, come across the hall.
Yeah, we want to trade for you. He's got 1 year left, and it's at $42 million. It'd be an expensive move. They'd have to obviously give up some pieces. You'd probably do a sign and trade with Rui Hachimura, Austin Reeves, and then package a pick and bring PG over. You'd have to do a sign and trade probably.
I wouldn't do Austin Reeves, but I would do Hachimura. Mm-hmm. I would do Hachimura, Schroeder.
And I would
do Hachimura, Schroeder, and D'Lo.
I think they have somewhere in the 20s. No, they're in the teens as far as they have a first round pick in the teens.
I would do Hachimura, Schroeder, and a pick. I would not give up. I would not give up Reeves.
Yeah,
that boy can hoop.
Yeah. You'd have to do something like that to get PG. But remember that he wanted to play in he wanted to play for the Lakers. He wanted to play for the Lakers. The Clippers were just a consolation prize.
I'm just saying, bro.
So,
I'm just saying that would not be bad. Indiana Fever. They lost 20 straight games. They've lost 20 straight. I don't know if they won it tonight, but that was since their season opener. Players that have been waived: Destiny Henderson, who got drafted last year, I believe. Emily that's a hard name. Engstler? How do you say that? Engstler. Engstler?
I have no idea.
Emily E. Just got drafted. LaDazia Williams just got drafted. And I don't really understand what's going on.
And that just flew up my nose.
Holy guacamole, pepper chuck, and silly Willy Wonka doodle. That is horrible. That tickled for sure. That definitely. Did you blow it back out or did it stay in there?
I don't know.
I don't know. He may have a gnat. My nose all of a sudden started just tickling. I just had to just pick it. That was so uncomfortable for me. Oh, now that's so weird. I can't. Why did I feel the sensation in my nose? Oh, that's
man.
Weird. Anyway, I don't know what's going on in Indiana with the Fever right now. Going to keep paying attention, keep being patient. They'll get it turned around. But watching the team lose 20 straight games is mad disheartening.
Yeah.
How long do you think it takes to turn it around for them to get decent? As long as it takes.
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 Trust the process, babe. Trust the process. Yeah. The fine print.
Yes.
What you got in here, Brody?
Got a couple things. One I'm very, very excited for, but I'll say the one Rafael Nadal has withdrawn from the French Open. We know that's his tournament.
He's won that. Tennis?
He's won the French Open 11 times. Is most of where his majors come from. Maybe 12, something like that. He got a hip injury last year. It really impeded him from playing in the last two majors. He's still doing that one. So to withdraw from the French Open, which is his tournament because of the way that he plays, why he's so good at the French Open.
Says a lot.
So why he's so good at the French Open is because he used so much top spin on his ball. And since that is a clay court, it grips the ball so much more. So it pops up higher. So it's harder for people to return. Which is why they call him the clay god. He is really good on clay courts.
He's out here crushing his tennis knowledge right now, y'all. He's out here, see?
He has
versatile.
The grip on his racket, which is like the most turned grip that you can have. So he basically comes at it instead of where most people have it straight up like this, where you do your forehand and you kind of flick your wrist. He holds it almost backwards, so his top spin, when the ball hits, it literally almost hits it like it's sideways, so it barely hits it, so it gets so much more spin on it.
You hear this?
It's like the high Eastern grip. I forget what it's called. But that is the reason why he's so good on clay court. So, yes.
You're welcome.
He said that next year will be his last year in tennis, which will be so hard for me. That is my favorite all-time tennis player.
It checks out, though. That checks out.
One of my favorites, obviously, I loved watching him and Federer going at each other, and Federer just retired last year. It makes sense that
Nadal was crying and shit. That's
so give you an idea, Nadal's exactly my age. He was born in '86, so he's 30. He'll be 37 this year, which his is in July, I believe, is when his birthday is. So he'll be 37 here in a few months. So yeah, I mean,
it's a good run, bro.
The way that he plays, because he plays with so much torque, that's why the lower body is starting to break down. That is the reason why. Now,
dun, 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 dun.
EA Sports College Football will include names and likeness of FBS football players. EA is partnering with one team on NIL rights and compensation for any eligible player who opts in. These guys are going to get paid. We get EA Sports College Football back, and you're going to see name, image, and likeness on of them. So it won't be just like, hey, it's the Notre Dame team. We get to actually have these teams in here. EA Sports College Football back. If anyone wants to start a dynasty next summer with me, where we can just pick a team, I'm gonna steal y'all's recruits. We are gonna go at this. We're gonna get a group of players so we fill as many teams as possible, and we're just gonna do a full dynasty. Welcome back, Penn, back into the gaming world, because I know he's going to come back to play some college football. Once I bring my PlayStation over one time, and he's like, let me see what that looks like. And we play it again. He's like, all right, I might have to run and go get a PS5 real fast.
Fuck. It's the only game I ever said would bring me back. Swear to God.
And it is officially
the only game. Not Super Mario Brothers, not Double Dribble. College football is the only game that will 100% bring me back to the sticks. There's no way I can say no. I'm so excited, and I'm mad that I'm so excited because I'm freaking got enough hobbies, but what's a brother to do? Great run, bro.
Yeah.
We just crushed the shit out of this episode. That was a great episode. We just crushed the shit out of this episode.
Exactly at an hour?
You know what I'm saying? We crushed the absolute shit out of this episode. You're welcome.
Yeah.
And we'll see you right back here next week, mother truckers. Penn Pops ain't going nowhere. Episode 3-0. And I think we have like one or two more for the season.
We're winding down. We ain't got a lot of sports to talk about.
No, we're kind of like, we really don't. We were checking. We were looking real deep and hard. We were looking real deep in there on ESPN and online. Like, what the hell are we going to talk about? So we'll see you next week. We'll figure it out. Holla, y'all. Anything else?
Nah.
Peace.
Because I was like 2 years old, first time I heard a beat drop. Yeah. And by 3 years old, I'm learning how to beatbox. Yeah. 4 or 5 years old when I'm putting on the 45s. Final. Needle to the groove, I'm scratching up the sweet spots. Homie from the East Block, in Naptown where the fiends flock. Skip school all day, mama couldn't keep watch. Fresh fade with the Reeboks. Man, nah, nigga couldn't tell me nothing. I'm so sick in my own lane. Preteen pimping all the light skin, red bone loving. Boombox on with the headphones bumping. Dreaming to find my niche. Cause I ain't really know back then when I picked up my first notebook and a black pen. That little nigga with a rhyme like this. I wasn't thinking to the days of a dope band, new EPs on a compact disc. Nah, shit, truth be told, I ain't know I could sound like this. For me back then, it was all a dream. 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 And this shit right here be the proof dreams do come true. And this shit right here be the proof dreams do